Hey, how you doing there? Henry Olson here from Super Simple Guitar, and today I'm going to be walking you through my setup for making videos, and I'm also going to be answering the burning question that I get all the time. Why, Henry, why are you wearing headphones all the time in your videos? All right, so when I show you the setup here, you're going to get an idea of why I actually do wear the headphones. So let's get right into it. I have this cool little camera here, which is now showing you what I see. So here's my amp. Here's a guitar that I use. Here is one of my favorite tools, which is the Zoom H6. This is one of the best things that I have done to improve production here at Super Simple Guitar. I got my lights, 2 lights, heater now in the wintertime. Camera, close-up camera. This is a new camera that I recently got, a 4K Sony. I'm actually only recording in 1080 because it's good enough, I think. But when the time comes, who knows, I might update to 4K. We'll see. And then here's the main camera that captures everything, okay? And this is the studio. Over here you can see where I go to edit. We can go check that out a little bit later if you want. So, check it out. What happens is basically I take my guitar cable and I go into the Helix pedal, which is also one of the best things that I have recently purchased for making videos. So the Helix pedal can basically get any tone that I need, and I love it. You know, it's one of the best investments I've made. It isn't the cheapest pedal in the world if you're just getting into pedals, but if you want to buy one pedal that can do everything and also download my tones, because I could send them to you, the Helix is amazing. So that's the Helix. Then another great tool that I just recently got that I absolutely love is this Trio Plus Band Creator. So that thing is amazing. What that allows me to do is play anything, a kind of a simple chord progression, and then you should be able to hear it now. I can instantly get a bass and a drum track that sounds great to whatever the chord progression is that I'm trying to play. So if I'm teaching a lesson, now with the push of a button, once I turn it on, you hear, that track, right? So basically what's happening is my guitar is going into the Helix. The Helix is going into the Trio. And the Trio, this output here, is going into my other favorite tool, which is the Zoom, right? So this is that line, right? Out of the Trio going into here, okay? So my guitar and the drum track is going into here, and you're hearing my voice through this microphone, right? So basically everything that you're hearing, both my guitar, the drum track, the backing track, and my voice is all going into the Zoom, right? And then the Zoom, which I love so much, has this output. It has a line out, and I send that line out straight into the line in on the camera, which saves me so much time. So all of the audio that you hear is directly this setup here going into the camera. And I really think it sounds great. If I didn't think it sounded great, I wouldn't make this compromise. But it saves me a huge amount of work, and I really, really think that it sounds great. And it allows me to play backing tracks and explain things in real time and have it recorded instantly, right? Then what I do is I take the video from this camera and I just turn off the volume. So you're not hearing any audio from this camera. The only audio you're hearing is from here, right? Have I mentioned that I love this thing? Another thing that I can do with this is I can take my phone, plug it in here, and then send that here, right? Because I have 4 inputs on this. So if I'm using a backing track for the video, instead of the pedal, the loop pedal, I can also play a backing track, send it to the Zoom, and then send it to the camera. So in real time, that's how I'm able to record. And then that brings me to the headphones. So the headphones are the way that I actually hear what is going to the camera. So without the headphones, I wouldn't hear the drum track, I wouldn't hear the backing tracks, I wouldn't even hear my guitar because I don't have my amp on when I'm recording. I only use the amp for when I'm practicing or coming up with ideas when I'm jamming. But when it comes to time to record, I'm only using the Helix, sending it to the Zoom, and then sending that to the camera. Okay, so for me, this is the best possible setup that I could ever imagine. If you are interested in making videos of any kind where it's you and a guitar and you're talking, or you just want to record your guitar and you have a little bit of money to spend because it's not cheap, this setup is amazing. All right, so I hope that this answers the question. Anytime somebody asks me why I'm wearing headphones, I'm going to be sending this video to them. That's why I wear headphones. I highly recommend all of these tools. If you just want to get a pedal with lots of different great sounds, the Helix is awesome. The Trio Plus is one of the best investments I've made. I wish I bought this thing years ago because it's so easy to come up with musical ideas when you have a little tool like this that instantly generates backing tracks to what you're playing, you know, and then you can also loop those on top of it. I might demo it one day, I might demo the Line 6 one day, but I really love this pedal and I think that everybody should really have it because it's just a great way to practice and also stay in time, you know, because you get that drum track. It's much better than a metronome because it's much funner to play to, right? Let me just take you really quickly over to the editing part of the studio here. So this is my desk. I got the big computer here and this is where I edit. We actually just edited a video. Let's see. That's the new video. Just finished that one. So I use Final Cut to edit. Here you can see this is camera 1, right? And this is camera 2. And then if you see here, I black out this camera. It's black, which means you can't see it, and then that's allowing this one to show. So that's the close-up view, right? And then I also add in these little, charts. So that all is a part of the editing process, which is quite a bit of work, if I'm honest with you. I mean, just look at that. There's a lot of editing that goes on in there. So I pop out the SD cards, and then I go over here to the desk, drink a cup of coffee, and that is that. Alright, so this is the studio view, the way I see it every day. Got my guitars here. The Line 6 is for practicing, just coming up with ideas. When I'm ready to get serious, I go over there. A lot of you who have seen my live stream probably know this place pretty well by now. But that's about that. Alright, thanks for checking out this little video. I hope it was interesting. I hope that maybe you get at least that looping pedal, because it's just amazing. I love it. And I'm not in any way affiliated with them. I wish I was. It's just a great tool. So anyways, Henry Olsen here. I'll see you very soon. Take it easy. Bye-bye.